is with our left leg, I need to find the floor. But because look, see, he's a shit. Already his feet are too close, right? And of course, they should be, because he's mounted me. And I'm not a beginner. So I'm someone with some confidence in training in martial arts. So if someone's going to mount me, they are more than likely going to have some mount like this. They're not going to have their legs out like a frog and some silly thing like that. So his feet are touching, so trying to do elbow escape, see I'm trying to get my knee through, and I can't because my feet can't find the ground. Okay, so can you hop off here for a sec? That's how you escape. No, all right. Oh, get off it. This is not the escape you're looking for. Watch my hip. Now there's a lot of different kinds of hip movements, right? And beginners just go, hip like this. So there's lateral hip movements. See, I think of it like a battering ram. See, I'm lifting my hip up over this way, and then I'm smacking it that way. That is not rotation, right? So I'm literally trying to hammer a nail into the inside of your left leg with this hip. So I'm knocking it that away, okay? So we'll call that hammer the nail. That's the hand. So now I'm going to lift my hip up and hammer the nail, and you see what it did? It made the space between his feet for my knee to hit the ground, right? Which is the number one reason people can't do an elbow escape, because their feet can't hit the ground. So now my knee's like that. Now I knee his leg out a little bit, just a little bit. Sometimes it'll pop up, sometimes it won't, doesn't matter. Our right foot come over, we snag it, we drag it. Now we have him in what's called quarter guard. Now quarter guard in and of itself is not much. He can still choke you, Americana you, punch you to death. He just can't armbar you, right? So it's not great. But watch my legs. Everyone over this side, please, over Rick's side, come over here. Because watch here, this is very subtle stuff. I said it was subtle. This is all saffron and cinnamon. It's not fucking flour and eggs. You know that shit already. So look, you see I separate my legs? See my legs have him? So now when I turn, nothing much happens, but when I separate my legs, I bring my bottom one here and the top one back here like I'm hooking his leg. Now when I lift my hip, you see what happens when I turn my hip? But if we just have the legs like this, nothing's gonna happen. So you must do this little thing here. I'm gonna say it called separation, so it's like a seesaw. I'll say seesaw, that's pretty good. Seesaw. Now watch, as we rotate our hip to the street, this is gonna pop up and we're gonna block it with our hand. See? Now, we're gonna do the hardest part of the move. This leg, don't just lift it up and do that. It's gonna be a really shitty half guard that he'll come around and go chest to chest on you. We're gonna go up, over, and belly down. So see I've gone belly down, now he drives forward, but he can drive, my feet would have to break for that for him to come on top of me. I can hold a rhinoceros like this, no matter how hard he pushes it. And then that's room for my foot, and then that's room for my other foot. And then from here we can go close guard, butterfly guard, half guard, spider guard, you know, the maximum amount of guards when we have our feet in this here. So there's a lot of little points. It's what I said at the beginning. It's not hard.